with another nigga said I'm in Miami with motherfucking heat. God, with another nigga bitch set me up. Yeah, on my way to work, you know. You know. Today's Wednesday, March 10th. March 10th. Sounds familiar. Alright. Wednesday, March 10th, 2021, you know. On my way to work, like, with another nigga walking on this beautiful day. It seems to have the feeling of it drizzling. As you can see, the cloud is very dark in nature, but very gray. So it's dark and gray. Gloomy. I wouldn't say spooky, it's just gloomy. It got that dull feel. Feel me? Word. Let me fix my shit, man. My pants super tight right now. Feels like I'm touching myself. Then again, it's myself, so why do you care? Yeah, on my way to work. Another day that went by without me even having the urge to want to smoke, you feel me? We still ain't doing it. We're still going strong, feel me? I'm still seeing the same sign, extra lease, you know, they're trying to tell you pay too much for your rent, but nah, I mean, I'm grateful, you know what I mean? If they need it, then so be it. If they need the money, then so be it, feel me? LG, life good, you know? Reading all the signs, traffic lights and all that. Red means red means stop, yellow means be cautious, green means go. We know. With another nigga bit. Feel me? It is what it is. We get the signs. You hear him too, where yeah. Oh yeah, that's him right there. Put him on tape. Oh yeah. Feel me? Niggas be having higher levels than you and still feel miserable. Shit, niggas damn near drizzling outside. I'm walking and you still got a car. You still feel miserable. It's that, my nigga. I know you hate me. You dig? Feel me? Lately, I haven't been interested in people. People disgust me. Plain and simple. You know it's uncomfortable when you just you watching out and be like, is this person in the best interest of me or not? But we ain't even here to calculate that and be like, is this person this or this person that? We not. You just focus. Feel me? That's all. Yesterday I had a video called Journeyman, of course. Gotta stay. Popo coming. We gonna show y'all niggas real quick. Alright. I seen it, but I guess they went on the they start to hide now. Like fuck that. Then I put them niggas on blast. Oh, that wasn't even Journeyman. Was it? Well, yeah, it was. Yesterday I had a video called Journeyman. I also had a video called Showman. Then later on I had a video called Allergic to Hate. Then after that, when I got home, I was in the Chinese store trying to, not trying, I did get some food, some Asian food, feel me? And guess what happened? The food was disgusting. It just looked old. It just looked like it was just old and redone, basically put right back into the microwave and sold back to me. I'm like, all right, cool, you feel me? This is the shit that I be talking about. Feel me? People do things. I know what it feel. I know what it's. I've been buying Asian food since I was probably 2 years old. I mean, I'm not even exaggerating. That's how much I love their food sometimes. Feel me? So I know when the leftover were the ones that I put it back in the microwave, what it looks like, and I know a throwaway and everything else like that. So I'm like, all right, here I am buying your food, and this is how you treat me. You feel me? Look at that. Nobody's around, but somebody's making noise. That's how far they can hear me. Feel me? Shit crazy. That's how miserable a person can be. A misery doesn't need company as in need company right next to them. Misery can be so far away and still become, according to new technology, yeah, they're attached to you. It's called shadow work. They're attached to you. They are attached to you. You feel me? These niggas always attached to you. Anyway, check it though. Let me tell y'all. So I ordered the food. Da da da. Guess what? It was old in nature. It looked like it was a leftover. You feel me? I'm like, I looked at it. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna go back and knowing what I know. These people insult my intelligence. Then you have all these reports of Asians being attacked, and I retaliate. Then guess what? I'm part of the. I've made something out of nothing, basically by trying to defend my honor and trying instead of these people lying in your face and make it seem like you crazy. Feel me? This is what every video that I seen. That's what had happened. Where people was going back into their store. This was before pre-corona. Feel me? People going back into this Asian stores to argue something. Then it turned into an argument because they refuse to acknowledge what they have done wrong, and they start to attack. Then it make it seem like we are attacking them because we trying to defend ourselves type shit. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just not gonna go back. If people don't respect your service, just don't have to go back. You could put someone time out and be like, look, I'm not gonna go to this particular place for this amount of time, and that's that. Like you don't even have to retaliate in any form of shit. But I decided not to go back to that particular store for a very forever, actually, not for a very long time, just forever. I'll never go back into that particular store. It's called Asian Fusion. It's in San Bernardino. So California, by the way. I'll never go back into that. I got gift cards that I'm going to rip those gift cards and destroy it completely because I plan not to use it. You know what I mean? I would not throw it away because I don't want nobody else going in there because they can they can do the same thing to you, not in the same extreme, but just because they did it at a 10 for me doesn't mean they can't do it at a half, a 1.5 for you. You feel me? Regardless of what number it is, it's still bad if it cannot be just at a neutral. You feel me? Just the way it's supposed to be. Anyway, man, I'm just talking to the wind because some of these people like that kind of stuff, and they will go in there just to be spiteful of me. So I know that for a fact, and I'm not advocating that you should just do the same thing too. I'm just saying if it's done to me, it's definitely being done to you without you even knowing. Maybe not at the same concept or the extreme of mine, but it's definitely being done to you. Because that's all it takes is just one, is just to make it for me, for that act to be done. I just got up the bus. I got to spit a lot of these nastiness out of me right now. My body's requiring me to do so, so I'm sorry about that. So you know these niggas try to kill you and shit like that. You know how that shit go. You know, Hispaniola and the white people and everything else, especially in this areas in town. So you know, it is what it is. They're making it seem like me going on is defining them some kind of way. You know, the arrogance of it. Two of a kind. You know what I mean? Anyway, oh, I just got back into that. Two and one again. Two of a kind. The kind is one, but it's two of a kind. Basically, the same thing. Anyway, so that was just my day yesterday. Just going down, but that's not even what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about how that driver is on my dick right now. I'm just walking by, and it's not like I'm speaking loud enough. It's like, why you on my shit for, bro? You know what I mean? If you got a videotape or you recording it, imagine my face, nigga. Why are you on my dick for? Feel me? Don't you have a job to do? You ought to pay attention. Because you can't afford to damage anything, bro. So, anyway, look, man. I was talking about the journeyman yesterday, and be very mindful or careful of those who are quick to respond or apply to respond or explain themselves. When I spoke about my little journey that I took y'all on. If y'all must basically, I give you a brief. Whoo, I give you a brief description of what I was speaking about my journey, and that everything that I'm facing right now is nothing new. You feel me? So, that being said, so be very careful. I don't know where this nigga tried to go. So be very careful of those who are very quick to respond or say something about it. This only speaks to their guilt. And the fact that they had to defend themselves that fast tells you those truth to what I was saying. You feel me? Just be mindful of it. It was so fast, you can tell. Let me wait, man. It's food. The same truck, man, from yesterday. Like this nigga just slowing down. You see it for yourself. I called him the first time. Like, bro, we already got you, man. What are you doing slowing down and going back and forth for that? You see? So journeyman, I shall walk you through memory lane from my days in New York City, through the places that where I was at, all the way down to California, and people talking about I start off with the word hypocrite, you feel me? And now that really hit them very hard when I put that out there. Then I started speaking the truth. I didn't even go into details of every revenue in my life and give you an open and honest dialogue of things that went down. It was just a breathe. I was just breathing through it. I was like on the surface of my history, just breathing through, hovering over it as I just analyzed my history. So I was analyzing my history of a map, and I was just pinpointing certain moments within my history, and I just elaborated just in a small detail. I didn't even go into a biblical understanding of it. I just didn't just a small brief history of it. So why are these people so content? They feel the need to want to explain what I had said. It's like, damn, my nigga, if you stop talking about me and you stop trying to eat off my name and try to make a name off for yourself off my name, then I wouldn't have to speak about these things. Look at how fast they spoke about it. Look at how fast the news got to those people for them to speak about it. It was in the same day they replied back. That shows you that what I'm saying is true. And that's why they needed to reply. If it was nonsense, they would just dismiss it and be like, damn, Jeffrey's really mad and everything. No, what I was saying was so true that they felt the need. They start pointing out things like, you didn't even have a cell phone when you came back into your mother. That's a fact. I did not have a cell phone. Now I got two cell phones. So they point that out like, oh, so how is that so? Because I didn't need a cell phone. I knew back then they was tracking me just like the way they was tracking me now through my cell phone. So I stopped using my cell phone. I stopped using cell phones, period. My mom kept on complaining, like, you need a cell phone. What kind of a person in this day and age don't have a cell phone? How are we supposed to contact you? And this, that, and the third. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. I was like, all right, fuck it. So she ended up getting a cell phone in her name for me and everything else like that. Things didn't work out. Truth be told, it was because of me why things didn't work out. It was because of me because things didn't work out and everything else because I was not owning up to my part when it came to paying for the cell phone bills. Although I was owning up to my part paying for the rent and everything else like that, it was like the way the contract was set up, I didn't like it. Not the contract itself, but just me giving her money. Like it's like, yo, I wanted to pay the actual amount that I'm owing for the cell phone, but I felt like she was, you know what I mean, being selfish in that area. But long story short, about things didn't work. I went to go get my own cell phone in my own name, and I've been having that cell phone ever since. I've been with that same company ever since. Actually, I've changed the number a few times, but I've been with the same company ever since that moment. That was like probably 2 to 3 years ago. And when I got it, When I got the phone in my name, they said I wouldn't last a week. They said that the cell phone bill was going to be canceled. And this is all true, man. This was like this was before 2018. Because I remember in 2018, I'm recording on my cell phone, and a girl was driving me through New Jersey. So I know this was far back then. You feel me? I know that for a fact. So, so basically, they said that they said why if he can't pay what his mother was requiring for him to pay, then he definitely not gonna have the money to pay for da 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 da. I'm like, all right, cool. Like they didn't know the reason why things was going to work, but details seem to be missing out when it comes to lies sometimes. So, long story short, I manage. I mean, of course, there's always it's never as smooth as sailing. It is. You feel me? There's always going to be waves and a bumpy road. Even there is potholes and planes in the air. You feel me? And it seems like there's a pothole in the fucking cloud. The way the plane be shaking, but there's always a bumpy ride. It's never a smooth ride. So through 3 to 4 years, I had this contract with my service company. Feel me? Yeah, of course. You had to do a few payment plan here and there. Some of it you had to call them and be like da da da, but I still kept it going. That was the whole thing. It wasn't a week that they said. It was even triple, quadruple, centrios. It was more than what they said. It was going to last for. Feel me? I overproved them. It wasn't for me to prove them. It was for myself to hold on to something that I'm like, all right, fuck it. Like, it's not like I've used this shit anyway. It's just another way for people to be nosy. You feel me? So I just decided to use it for my own purpose and start recording. And instead of them telling my narrative or the story, you got to tell your own story. Although I'm paying for the shit and they're using it, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start telling my own story. You feel me? I decided, like, you know what? I will start telling my own story. I'm not going to allow these people to tell the story for me. You dig? So for a very long time, I was recording on my cell phone. And through all the hate, they wouldn't vouch to that, but look at this shit, right? Look at this nigga creeping. Creepy Joe. We're going to wait for him to pass. You can do it. Yeah, niggas is tough when they behind your back, but in front of you, they ain't not that tough. Anyway, and as I was recording and everything else like that, there was so many attempts to break my phone, which was very successful. They broke the phone and everything. So throughout those years, I done got a lot of phones. I'm talking about I've been through a lot of phones. You feel me? Some days I wake up, the phone stopped charging. I had to go buy a new charger. Then the phone stopped working. Then this and that. This is not my first iPhone, man. I done had an iPhone. Shit, as soon as I logged on to this iPhone, other iPhones started popping up with the same account because it's attached to your email address. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I forgot about that phone. You feel me? So that tells you everything that you need to know, and my other Samsung phones and everything else like that. So I lost a lot of recording during that process of just losing out on phones and everything else like that. But they're not gonna tell you none of that stuff, that the things that they did secretly. Feel me? They talking about we know. What you know? You don't know nothing. You only know what they tell you. They never going to degrade themselves. This nigga must be stupid. Feel me? Like he dumb as fuck. They're never going to degrade anybody that compete with you secretly. Is never going to degrade him or herself to tell good things about you. Never. They will never do that. They compete with you secretly. What makes you think? I don't even know who they are as individuals. You feel me? So what makes you think that they ever gonna glorify me or tell you anything good about me? Nigga, they wanna win. They wanna win by any means necessary. Look at the tactics that they're doing. Niggas attack you in your sleep and everything else. So what makes you think these are honest people? Come on, man. Like y'all niggas gotta start thinking for yourself. Look at these people. They listen to you secretly through devices and everything else. And I've convinced the masses that it's okay to do so, knowing that they're using it for an advantage. Come on, man. Why would anybody want to look at your finance? Why would anybody want to look at your schedule? Why would anybody want to look at who you calling? Why would anybody want to intercept your calls? People don't do that shit just to do it because it's fun to do. They're doing it for vindictive purposes. So it's like y'all niggas be listening to them, and I'm like, y'all niggas stupid, man. Are you dumb or stupid, B? Because it's like, you feel me? Even if I don't know the whole story, I know one thing for sure. The tactics, the behavior, the action says more than anything else they can do or say. Look at what the fuck they doing, man. Fuck is we talking about? Like, look at what the fuck they doing. Any nigga that kick another nigga that's down, that man is not worthy of competing or even being trusted or believed. Come on, man. That shit makes me mad when I even have to articulate this kind of emotions to y'all. Because these niggas is cowards. You have to understand it for what it's worth. Like, you feel me? And it's raining outside. Yeah, I'm walking in. But I'm gonna take my time talking. You dig? Like, I've only been recording for 21 minutes. So anybody that compete with you secretly, look at them secretly competing with you, secretly trying to change you into something else, secretly trying to force you to be something that you say you're not. But they're trying everything in their power, secretly attacking you, secretly spying on you, secretly listen to you. Come on, man. Who are we supposed to believe? Me or them? Even if I was a known liar, I still wouldn't believe them over me. Look at what the secretness of it all. Look at the hidden agenda. These niggas is like a karate hidden. Get the fuck out of here, B. Yeah. And that's the truth. And that's what the truth does. It make demons. It make demons holler. It makes demons holler. Yeah, nigga. That's what I like to hear, you bitch ass niggas. You feel me? I call these niggas out for what it is. Like, any nigga that act like that is not to be believed or trusted. That person is hiding from themselves. They lying to themselves. Thinking it was cool to ever do that. Fuck is wrong with you niggas, man? Like, how can you even see yourself and be proud of yourself after doing something like that or being part of something like that and continuously doing something like that? Like, what the fuck was we talking about? Nigga, how many more times do I have to explain to y'all niggas, B? And it's never enough. You feel me? Because after they do some shit like that, they want you to look weak and bend and fold and everything else so they can give them the gratification that they're doing something good. So the action alone is not enough. You feel me? The action alone is not enough. Now you have to show weakness. You have to show something. Even if I show them what they want to see, it still wouldn't be enough. Why? Because even when they're winning, they're losing. Because they didn't do it the right way. It's not satisfying when you move like that. It will never be satisfying. It's like a fat nigga that's always hungry. It's like, damn nigga, like, there's nowhere else for the food to go. But you dissatisfied. So they grow fat and greedy. And they endure this kind of fucking lies. And that's what a lie does. You feel me? Literally like a fat nigga who keep eating and is not satisfied. Because there's no ingredients. There's no truth in what they feeding themselves. The ingredients in the food is lacking. So it feels like you keep drinking water, but yeah, you're still thirsty. You feel me? Because everything else that they take in, it's not truth. You feel me? The things that they do is not truth. There's no truth in it. You feel me? Look at this shit. My sweatpants is all. There's no truth in it. You dig? Like, there's no truth in it. These niggas is lying to themselves. Look at what they do. Look at their actions. Let's judge them by that, nigga. Feel me? There's no truth in it. That's why they come every day to keep doing the same thing over and over and over, because they're dissatisfied. They irrelevant. You can never be relevant through those actions. Never. How can you reveal yourself through those actions? You can't, my nigga. Nobody can. I don't give a fuck who you are. Even the devil can. That's why the devil hides. And they act like the devil himself, because the serpent came around sneaking in secretly, telling secrets and lies. And that's what they do. Sneaky motherfuckers. So who are we talking about? Come on, man. They don't even follow their own rules. So what makes you think they were ever going to tell the truth when they lie to themselves? Come on, man. What are you talking about? What y'all niggas talking about? What y'all talking about, man? Need I say more? I said, need I say more, or do you get the point? Now let's pinpoint this moment. We're gonna pinpoint it down in the history of it. So they can never tell like I tell it. I'm inside. What's up?